we'll get this next one kicked off.
Nice. There we go. All right. We're already off. Another 252 to make it through.
Yep. Oh, that rhymed. That was that was clever. Were you sitting on that, Randy? That was nice.
It was kind of bubbling in my brain for like maybe 10 seconds. I was like, all right, we got round two. No, I can't remember what I said. My memory's very horrible. So, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I got you. That's
So,
funny.
yeah, we'll get to see. Davo was the Master Masher, the first one. Let's see who is the Master Masher of the second round.
All right, yeah.
But yeah, just it's so interesting to me that even though Thunder was on an 18, he had an 18-20. If he died to Ganon, Davo could have made it up to him.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, that's
is
the thing.
Absolutely insane.
Like, as a newcomer, you might like come into this and say like, wow, this is like a massive mismatch for a category this short. And that's the thing about this category is it takes literally one mistake on like a part of the run that you really can't afford to have a mistake to flip the script. So, you know, it's on Thunder really when he gets to that end game to clutch up and make it happen. Because if he doesn't, Davo's gonna be knocking on the door saying, "Hey, I'm ready to pass you, man."
Yeah, absolutely. And I think too, a big factor in the last round, it looks like his he got Ganondorf, I think, first try, right? Except for when it looked like he didn't get the first backflip, and I think it was
Yeah.
just Gim. So I think this run, after like exercising those muscles in a bit of a more stress environment, I think he's going to be able to pull it this time for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Gim's a hard trick. Thunder getting it first try. You know, I've seen Thunder plenty of times do both races and just runs. It's not a trick you're gonna get first try every time.
No.
Thunder's obviously adept at the trick, and he kind of knows how to course correct if he does mess it up. But you know, it's not a freebie by any means. So that's another trick to kind of watch out for. As we saw Davo struggle a little bit with it in the first race. You know, if that happens to Thunder, then you know all of a sudden Davo could have himself an early lead, kind of right out of the get-go. This isn't a very long race, so
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting one. So it looks like here Thunder was the faster masher. Yeah, he was.
yep.
All right,
Got a
so
few frames on Davo, I believe.
yeah, so we'll see how the movement goes in the early game. I think Davo also kind of had a bit of an issue with the rupee collecting portion. So this time, hopefully, we'll see him
Yep.
come back with that. Be a little bit more careful on the jump across the platforms there.
Yeah, that you wouldn't think that loses that much time. Like just missing the bridge flip, but since he missed the bridge flip and then also missed the rupee on the floating platforms, it was probably somewhere in the ballpark of 30 seconds, if I had to guess, that he lost just from missing the bridge flip and then missing the one on the platform, because he had to backtrack and also had to do the bridge flip a couple times to get it. So let's see if he can get it this go around. Thunder with a very clean sword maze movement.
Yeah. Looks like they're only a little bit apart now, a couple seconds it looks like. Did Davo get the good movement through it? I didn't quite see it. Oh, he did. Okay, good. That's where I mess up right there, is I mess up the side hop left to get the blue rupee, and then I get hit by a boulder when I backwalk. that's my common mistake there.
Yeah, the timing is a little tight there, so you have to be a little bit careful. Oh, Thunder messed up a little bit there. Just gonna re-enter and exit, fix his kind of movement. Davo does have a small lead on him now.
Yeah. Got some good movement in the little bit strange movement he's doing here. Is he going for the safe strat? Oh, he is.
Okay. Does get it though. I really like what Davo is doing here, and he says, you know what, the bridge flip is giving me some problems. Last run. Let's just go grab the rupees on the floating platforms and on the little islands there. and
Yeah,
just kind of let the slower but more consistent strat take over.
absolutely, and I believe if you miss that bridge clip, it's like it's a lot more catastrophic than just going this different route.
Yeah,
And it puts him
kind of
still, he's
depends
still
if
ahead as well.
yeah, it depends if you're able to get the backflip like back on the platform consistently. I think
That
probably
is true, yeah.
allow yourself maybe one mess up, but if you have to do it twice or more, my guess is it's probably more time lost than it's worth. Thunder with good movement there to pick up the sticks.
Mm-hmm.
You got a solid boost.
Oh yeah. So this is still pretty close. We're still neck and neck here, like maybe what 8 seconds apart.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that. I think it's maybe even
Might
like,
even be a little less, yeah.
maybe 3 or 4.
So this is where it's gonna get very different. So Thunder's gonna take a little bit more of a risky strat with doing Gim, because he does the bottom section a little bit different than dav0spheer will do it. dav0spheer is gonna be taking a bit more, doing a bit more pause buffers. I don't know if Thunder does the. I'm not sure what Davo does for the quick put away here. I'm not sure what strat he uses, so we'll see. See here in a second. I know that I believe Thunder does the like the first cycle. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Davo's doing the
sense.
second cycle.
Yep. Yeah, there's a few different ways you can do this. This quick put away setup. Davo's doing and when we refer to like the cycles, we're talking about the number of attacks that this Deku Baba does, and we're just trying to get this Baba to hit us and put away the stick at the same time. And that puts the game in kind of a weird state where Link isn't he's holding a stick in his hands, but the game doesn't think there's anything in his hands, and we can kind of abuse that by breaking the stick in a way that would normally give us a half stick, and then doing a crouch stab. And because there's no default value assigned to the crouch stab, it adopts the value of the last attack. And since that happened to be the jump slash of breaking the stick, long story short is the quick put away gives you a kind of like a glitch damage value that adopts properties of several damage sources in the game. And one of those happens to be dim fire.
Yeah, Davo just had a What can happen sometimes if your side hops are off, when you drop down. Oh, he wasn't holding Z on the vines. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's either that or he messed up his side hops. That's what would happen to me if I messed up my side hops. Because if you're not, if you don't get exactly 4 after doing that jump slash, you'll end up falling right into the void.
Thunder got the weave jump.
Yeah, looks like Thunder's making his way down to Goma right now. Oh, he just barely got that frame.
I was gonna say that was like a frame perfect pause there.
Oh my goodness. That was good. He should be able to get it now, so he's gonna do the C up and A at the same time. He got it there. He's moving his shield over. Now he's just pause buffering for the right frame on the Deku shield, Bob.
Yep. Cool story, Bob. And
oh, was it a frame late? Oh, yeah, shoot, you're right. So he's gonna have to redo it again. Unfortunately. But Gim is an extremely hard trick. It can go wrong, especially when you do it buffered. It can go wrong in the side hops when you're going down the vines if you don't pause buffer it right. It can fail again if you move the analog stick in the wrong way and get the wrong frame. If you get the wrong frame when you're turning after you hit the Skulltula, it can go wrong again when you're doing the aiming. Like there's like 6 different places where it can go wrong when you're doing it buffered.
Yeah, Thunder just
Which
had
is
a
why
clean...
you'll see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're good. Thunder just had a clean gum. I just wanted to point that out. He's moving on to respawn back at the top of the tree to go pick up bugs. While Davo's still trying to figure out this this Gim,
Oh,
the
no.
problems he's having with Gim right now.
Yeah,
Is
that
Thunder gonna
was
go for Baba
that
House?
was really close. They were almost the same.
Oh, he
Ooh,
didn't get
he
it.
didn't get it.
He did say he was going to attempt it in every race, so just once. But I respect the attempt for the difficult strat, even though there's only maybe a runner in this tournament who's gonna be proficient at it.
Yeah, I love this. This is my favorite trick. The Hess across, or the Hess across, or West. It's not a West. It's not a Hess. It's a West across Kokiri Forest. That one's so much fun.
Was it just me, or did it look like Thunder's West was like very slow?
Yeah, it was a little weird.
He
It
might
was
have
just
lost some
his
speed at some
timing.
point.
It looks like Davo got the right frames there, so he's making his way. Oh god, I thought he fell down for a second there, but he's making his way up the vines to go and touch the chest for a moment and get his bottle.
Yep. I don't think we see... Maybe Thunder does Waterfall West now? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I remember seeing... Oh, he's gonna go for...
Oh, he's going for it.
I think he's gonna go for a plunge here. This is what looks like what he's setting up for.
I don't think I've never seen that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Oh, is it like
Yeah,
a
he
West
went-
you do out of off of one of the platforms?
Yeah, you do the West off the platform and you kind of cycle around back behind the shop.
I see.
So it's effectively the same thing. Like it does the same thing as doing a Waterfall West, but it's a little faster.
Yeah, and I think too you don't have to do one of the camera change or the like ESS changes, right?
I
Or
believe
do you
that's
still have to do it?
correct. I believe you might eliminate an ESS change, but
Oh, dav0spheer also got the he got the tsundere jump. Let's
Yep.
go. I noticed it's weird. I wonder why people call it two different things. I think tsundere is the one that discovered
I think
it,
it's
right?
just because Tsundere is harder to
And
say
then
than
people
weeb.
just call it the weeb jump.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I didn't realize that Davo had more health there, and I'm like, no.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah, don't drop the bugs, Thunder. Don't do that.
Oh, okay, that was really close. So one of the things you'll notice, Davo is taking damage here. Unfortunately, sometimes in this game, because of how frequently we use deaths as a means of transporting Link to other places, it kind of leaves you in a spot where if you mess up a trick and you die or you void out, your health pool isn't right. And if that happens, you'll see like runners will have to end up like not only did they miss the trick that they were trying to do, but then they lose extra time elsewhere, trying to damage down to the appropriate health so that they can do, like in this case, what Dav was going to do, double KO. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword when you miss certain tricks at certain times in both this category and other categories. Also, shout out
Nice.
to Thunder for
Clean
getting
Goma
the
fight. And yeah, Thunder
wrong
getting the wrong warp. That's awesome. First try. But now
Oh,
it's
yeah, huge.
insta-clip time.
Wanted to shout out P-Man for the plunge.
Yes.
The one that kind of patented that one that Thunder attempted, but unfortunately was not able to show off in this run. Maybe we'll see it in a future run.
That would be cool. I hope he keeps trying that strat.
Yeah,
So he
me
can
too.
definitely afford it.
I have seen him do it. So he's done it before. It's not like he's just trying to YOLO it first try.
So let's see here. Going for the insta clip.
Yep. Davo's gonna go ahead and head back to the Lost Woods for some bugs. Might
That
work,
angle's a little
yeah.
weird. Yeah, it might work. Oh, he got this target this time.
Looks like a late release. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna try an up clip here just to see. Yeah. He had it. Thunder was
Oh.
like maybe a frame or two too late on the Z release there, it looked like.
Yeah, he looks like he got really close to Zelda there too.
Gonna go
That
for
ooh, this might be good too. Oh wow, nice. That was a good recovery.
that was, yeah, it looked like he was about to hess off the off the ledge.
Oh no.
Fortunately, it doesn't really matter what speed you're going at. As if you hess into a ledge, Link will just grab it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like some very specific angles that sometimes he'll just kind of like slide off, but for the most part, he'll just grab the ledge and you can just get back up. Unless then a rock falls on your head, which, you know, then that'll knock you off and be a
Unfortunately.
little bit out of luck. Yeah.
Alright. So Thunder, let's see if he gets a kiss. He
Nope.
did not get the kiss.
Never
so
lucky,
Davo's
man.
making. I know. Davo here's going to try his B1 skip here again. Looks like he got the right side hops. I don't know if he got the right frame though.
He's looking for the right frame still. I think he's got one more to advance.
Yeah.
This should be good, yeah.
Nice.
Well done there from Davo. And Davo is on to wrong warp. We're at a pretty similar state actually to where we were last race.
Yeah, it was pretty much around the same timing.
I think Davo's actually on better pace though than he was
Yeah.
last time.
Oh, absolutely.
So we'll see if he's able to clutch up on this this wrong warp. Oh, he got bug trolled. Okay.
Ooh, nice.
He got pushed a little bit, but I think this might still be okay.
Oh, this should be good. That wasn't too deep enough, I don't
okay.
think.
Yeah.
Yes.
Davo clutching
let's
up the
go.
wrong warps on both runs. Let's go.
Alright, so if Thunder dies to Ganon and Davo gets the insta-clip, or he doesn't do insta-clip, does he? Just Void Warp, right?
Davo, I think, will maybe attempt Void Warp once, and if he can get a rock that he can Hess off of, then he'll go for it, but I don't think he's going to give it more than one shot.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know, I don't mess around with the Void Warp in the races, it's too scary. I'll just go down the collapse. But it's going to be interesting to see here.
Yeah, one thing to point out, too, is on this tower, if, for whatever reason, you lose a heart worth of health, you will not be able to finish Void Warp or Instaclip, because you lose a heart when you void out and hit the loading zone at the same time, and then you lose another heart from fall damage, which would kill you once you land, which means you would then spawn back at the top of the tower. So you need to have at least 2.5 hearts to do the trick, which means you basically are allowed to get hit by one rock. Fortunately for these guys, they're all, well, I don't want to say all. Basically everybody except me and I think Saren are, and Saren might even be running on not 1.0, I'm not sure. There's a version-specific trick that allows you to regain health utilizing bugs. You can basically just drink the bugs and it'll refill your health as if it was a potion. So you can do that on the tower to regain the health you need, but if you're not on that version, I think it's a 1.1, 1.2 exclusive, or maybe it's just a 1.2 exclusive, I'm not sure which, but either way, you have to kind of keep track of your health pool, otherwise it'll at worst lose you another 10-15 seconds.
It looks like Thunder's going for the second round. He got the ISG, so I think he's going to be able to make it here. Unless he gets really unlucky.
Yep.
I wouldn't say unlucky unless he runs a little too far forward.
A good run from Thunder. He's going to finish this one up right around 1930 or so.
Yeah, it's a nice sub-20 run.
Yep. What happened to Davo there? Did he walk into the wrong?
Sure. No, he does that jump slash.
He jump slashed
into the loading zone. Yeah.
Yeah. You could see the smile when he when he did that. I was like, not sure what happened because normally you don't see that. You don't see that exit transition ever in this run. So he's got one stop post down.
Nice.
Nice. That was actually really good Stalfos.
Really clean Stalfos. A little spooky with the
Camera.
with them and behind him. Yeah. But it was his run is he actually has a really good run going.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a solid pace for sure.
I think he'll be around what 23, 24 if he gets a good Ganon fight. Or no, the clap sequence is pretty long, right? I'm not too sure how long it is.
It's like a one, like the cutscene, you mean?
Yeah.
The cutscene's like around 1 minute and 10 seconds or so.
Oh, okay,
Typically.
so it'd be probably around 24, 25 then, if he gets a good Ganon fight.
He's at 20 something right now, so it shouldn't be
20.
too much. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's probably around 3.5, 4 minutes, so. Total, for like the whole Ganon fight and everything.
Yeah, if he gets a good Ganon
Things
fight.
that are in there.
But Thunder coming out with the punches.
Yeah,
And
Thunder
these
played well
early
today.
the early two matches did really good. 330 from leaving tower? Okay. Yeah, so he's looking at 24, 25-ish.
Yep. Which is, I mean, that's significant improvement from his first run, which I
Absolutely.
think finished with like a 28, so dav0 definitely trending in the right direction, and I think just getting the experience under your belt's like huge for stuff like this. It even on like the second race, I remember doing my doing a couple of my like early races. I mean, I'm the type of person that just like I don't deal with nerves very well, so you know, when you have a race and you're nervous and you have and like maybe the first race like doesn't go as well as you wanted to or whatever, the nerves don't necessarily go away. They might be lessened a little bit, but it's a completely different experience than playing you know, just playing by yourself or streaming to some community or something where, you know, you can reset whenever you want. You're, you know, if you make the mistake, okay, you just run it back, whatever. But this one you got to like actually try to finish the run as quickly as possible, and you're competing against somebody, so it can be a little nerve-wracking.
Absolutely. All right, so we just got the end fight here. I believe dav0's got this. Let's go. But yeah, the nerves. I absolutely agree with that. That's why I think one of the main factors of why racing is so different, and why like I believe that even though like if you have like a PB that's like 25 minutes, you can beat somebody with a PB of 20 minutes.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, like
It
we've been
just comes
talking about
down
too,
to execution.
yeah, execution is so important. I mean, you've seen basically the difference between these runs right now is the extra attempts that dav0 had to take on Gim. And there might be some like movement differences as well in there, but that's the bulk of his time difference between him and Thunder right now. So he gets that cleaned up, and he's in a really, really good spot to compete and have a super competitive race against Thunder, who's been playing both the game and this category for a long, long time. So
yeah, absolutely. All right, going back for the ISG. Oh no, he missed it there.
But
yeah,
I like the strategy
the second
here.
time. Nice.
Again, it's important that you just make some space. You don't want to die here, so.
No, absolutely. Better safe than sorry on this fight for sure.
Yeah. It's not going to lose you much time to, if you miss ISG, just roll between his legs, get back to the other side. You might lose like 4 or 5 seconds. I'm just going to stop to have a chat real quick with Zelda. I'm sure you'll see that later when some of our CAC runners do their runs and have to pick up chickens. There'll be some conversations with our good friend Anju.
I can't wait. I love CAC. I love seeing your guys' CAC route runs. It's always so fun to see both of the routes go at the same time, because you don't really meet up until like Ganondorf.
Yeah.
Or even a little bit later than that.
Yeah, it's like a completely different run. There we go. dav0 finishing out Ganon here. Just has the final blow and is going to kind of cap off this right around the 25 mark. Maybe a little bit, maybe a little after.
But that was a pretty solid run compared to his previous run. That's for sure. It's a really huge improvement.
Yeah, very solid run. Dav0 finishing out with the 25:01. Excellent. Those were solid races. I'm super glad too. It's not very often that this happens where you have both runners finish both runs, and I think both runners can be pretty happy with their overall performances. We'll let them speak for
Absolutely.
themselves, obviously, and we'll get them in here to kind of talk about